Hello, everyone. My name is Chris Murphy, and thank you for visiting my channel. This channel is all about empowering agents to master their craft and become better leaders. Today, truth exposed, right? You saw the thumbnail, you might have clicked on it. We're going to get there in 1 second. Before we get there, let's talk about the numbers. Everybody loves numbers, right? Today's numbers, we had 225 dials, we had 11 pickups. I did one quote and no closes. I didn't even get to an app. Uh, Unfortunately, the gentleman was, he had cancer and he was older. And, all he had in the budget was 25, $30. He's been trying to get insurance for years. He only has $900 a month. And when it comes down to it, because he's got cancer, you know, certain companies, most insurance companies of the broker world, 5,000 is about the minimum. So there was nothing we can do because he couldn't afford that, and that's probably why he hasn't got it. It was really sad because he really wanted it for his caregiver who's been taking care of him, and I got to talk to her too. So it's a sad situation. She didn't want to pay for it, or she didn't have the means to pay for it either. Is what it is, Next sad story, but gotta help. Only can help the people that can help themselves as well, right? So that's all right. Really good day on the phones. We had a live dialing session. That's where I'm in the Zoom room and I share my screen so you can see like my CRM and everything that's going on. And then you can hear the client and you can hear me, and we're going through the script. And then we have our mentor there, which is Dana Neeson, and she was there to kind of help. If you need help, ask questions, point you in direction, make sure you stay on focus, just to give you live feedback within the call. So it was amazing, and it's always good. And that's what we're coming down to: truth exposed. So what is the truth that I'm exposing? The truth is, you can't do this by yourself. Absolutely not. That is the truth. Do you have support, mentorship? Do you have somebody that's going to push you outside of your comfort zone? Because I'm going to tell you what this amazing woman did for me. I've been with Dana for a while, and hands down, she's got the best content out there, for social media when it comes to final expense. Empower Life Group, Lasting Mark, that's what I'm a part of. And today in the live dial, there's this system that allows you to get kind of like live lead transfers. And you only got to pay for the ones that you get, and you get like a 90-second buffer to kind of figure it out. There's some criterias. We're not really getting into that. But the point is, it's just a $50 pop once it goes past 90 seconds. And these people are calling in. So it's a call-in commercial kind of thing, right? Now, she has been telling me to do this forever. Now, when I wasn't mind right, obviously I wasn't going to do it because my mind wasn't right. Are you kidding me? I'm not even calling, my own leads that's coming in from my social media campaigns, and definitely not going to, you know, turn this on so I can just look foolish, right? So I never did. And she kept telling me, she's like, Chris, instead of you sitting there having to weed through tons of people before somebody answers, you've got 30 states. Just turn it on, and within no less than 2 to 5 minutes, I guarantee you there'll be somebody there for you to talk to. And then hopefully you can just weed out the ones that aren't right and get to talking to people so I can have more conversations. Because if you remember my last videos about what's going on with my social media campaign, right? So I was like, okay, yeah, that's great. That's great. But I never did it, and I haven't done it. So what does she do today in the live dial? That's right. She's such a good leader. She forced me. I mean, obviously she's not like got a gun to my head, but I mean, she's encouraging to the point of like, she's not going to stop unless I do it. And so in the front of everybody on the live dial, she brought it up, and, she's been pushing me to do it. So I did it. And I pushed through my uncomfortability, pushed through my fear, And it was awesome. I mean, the lady, even it was a very interesting call. Not the ones that you're wanting to get. I mean, we're talking hard lady, don't want to answer nothing, don't want to talk. Basically the whole idea is she wants you to fix her car and you're the mechanic, but you can't look under the hood and you don't know what's wrong with it, but just fix it, right? She's one of those type of ladies. And it was fun. It was a good learning experience. It was good to get feedback. But the biggest thing about it, it wasn't that bad. And it let me know, like, yeah, I do know what I'm doing and I do know what I'm talking about. And matter of fact, I'm actually not that bad. And I was able to calm her down and keep her on the phone for a while before she hung up, which I think she probably just hangs up on most people. So it was really great. And that's the truth about this business, that I've learned for myself through experience, is you have to have mentorship. You have to have somebody above you that looks at you more than just a dollar sign. You have to have somebody that's willing to pour themselves, willing to do the mundane every day to set the path and show you the way, and then constantly pushing you along. It's vision, and she shows the vision, and then she shows you the vision that you can have for yourself and encourage you. So that is a big problem in our industry. There's a lot of folks out there that all they want is money, and they throw you against the wall to see if you stick and keep rolling. And it's wrong. And that's the truth exposed about this business. You guys know Kodiak's, right? 8% Nation. He calls it that because only 8% of people make it. Because most people don't actually find mentorship, find support, find a culture, find a community that's driven to get to the same place. You know, our community is all about one thing, and it's all of us getting better. Every single day, every single one of us is in the same vision. There's so many people that I've personally actually never met, but I'd have no problems giving them the keys to my house and saying, hey, man, you need to be there for a couple days, go for it. Because the culture, the value, the what we're attracting, that's it. And having this community is big. It's really big because it's going to help you push through, because somebody's going to love you more than you're loving yourself right now. And that's what you need. That's what I needed. And so I want you guys to understand that it's out there. It is a big, not talked about in this industry. We all talk about how much money you can make. That's great. But no one talks about, like, who do you want to travel the world with? Who in 5 years do you want to go on a trip and be there and hang out all day? You know, whose house do you want to go over and eat dinner, or who would you invite to your house? So in this business, that's not what people try to create. But that's what we're creating, and that's what's so special, and that's what I love. And that was huge for me today, to really just get out of my comfort zone, push through, and do something that I probably wouldn't have done on my own until I got to a point of where I felt I was ready. And if you know anything about doing things, when you feel you're ready, you're never ready. Never. Ever ready, right? You got a kid? I got a kid. My wife and myself, we were totally ready. Everything. That kid came, Juniper, my daughter. Nope, we were not ready at all, but we thought we were. So you're never ready. You constantly need pushing, and you got to grow, and you got to get through. And that's what we're doing right now. And thank you so much for being there today. Dana Neeson pushing me through, making me do something that I've been scared to do, and it wasn't that bad. And now I got no problem doing it. It's easy peasy. It's just part of the process. So, find the process, find culture, find a home. This business will eat you up. You can't do it alone. That is the truth. And if you're looking for a home, if you want some culture, if you want somebody that's going to push you out of your comfort zone, if you want somebody that looks at you more as a person than, a dollar sign, then, come talk to us. We would we would love to have you and see if you're a fit and be a part of our team. All right, guys. If this content has been interesting, unique, helpful, Like, share, subscribe, throw a comment. Let me know what you didn't like, what you like. Either way, let's get a conversation going. See y'all tomorrow.